Good morning, crew. Happy Thursday. So for today's workout, I got a couple of blocks for y'all. If we make it through everything, we need dumbbells, a kettlebell, and a band. If we cut it short, don't worry about the band. So what this first looks like, we can have some weights on. This one is optional. We're going to start off with a jump lunge to squat. So you step back in that reverse lunge, jump forward into that squat, switching sides. That option here, just give me a reverse lunge, stand it, squat it, and then switch legs. We've got 20 reps per leg there. That then takes us to loaded beast to beetle. So again, it's going to be 20 per side. So a loaded beast, you sit back in those hips. When you drive it up, we're going to bring the outside foot up, lift that hand and kick that leg through, put it back down, sit back into it, drive it up. Again, options here, we can just keep it at that beetle or kick through. Or again, if that's been too much, just work on that rotation with those hips. So squeezing that core, we're going to be 20 per side. We then do those extensions, driving up, squeezing those glutes and those hips, reaching over all the way back down. It'll be 20 on each side. Second round will be 15. Third round will be 10. So without further ado, we know what this first block looks like. Let's go ahead and get going. Starting with that jump lunge to squat, 20 per leg in 2 and 1. Sit into it. Switching sides, that's 1. 3, 4, 6. Again, try to sit straight down in those hips. Weight in the back of those heels when you're in that squat. Past the halfway mark. 13. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. Whew. Now we get that loaded beetle or that loaded beast. So that kick through. Again, everything's wide. Sit back in those hips. Step up with that kick. Right back. Drive it up. And that option here. Just give me that beetle. Side to side. Find what works for you. Any variation thereof. Seven, 8. Whew. If those quads are getting a little beat up, again, you can always make that edit as needed. $18, 19, 20. Whew. After that, we're doing those extensions, 20 per side. And we're going to focus shoulder over the wrist on the ground. Open up the hips and reach all the way back down. And 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Switching sides. 20 reps on the other. 18, 19, 20. Whew. So we're gonna repeat all 3 of these at the 15 rep mark per side. I'm gonna take my big old sweater off real quick. Whew. So again, 15 of those jump lunges to the squats. Here we go. Five more per leg. Fourteens, 15s. Whew. We're looking solid, team. Back into those loaded beasts to beetles, or again, just keep it at those beetles. If you need to, sit and drive. Whew. 5 there, and just 2 beetles for the next 10. Nine and 10. Whew. That's 15 of those. Let's flip it on over. Extensions, 15 per side. Drive up, reach. Right back down. Squeeze those hips to the top. 14, 15 other side. Eight, 9, 10. We take it up, and now we go back to the top. 10 reps of everything, starting with that jump lunge squat. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Okay, back in those loaded beasts to beetles or kick throughs best we can. Whew. 5 down, 5 to go each side. Whew. Hoofda. 2 more each side. Whew. Now into those extensions, 10 per side. Squeeze and relax. Eight, 9, 10. Other way. Eight, 9, 10. Whew. So our first block is done. We're still definitely feeling something in those quads. Second block, we're going to total these reps up. So we're going to start with 30 thrusters. We're going to have those weights over the shoulders. Sit back in those hips. Exhale to explode up. Nice control down and drive. You want to think you're only going about 60% weights loaded here. And we're springing up through those heels. So it's like we're going to jump without jumping. We then hit those weights, take it down to the ground, hit that plank, stand it on up, squeeze, again 30 times there. We then hold that plank position, 30 low rows, right and left, count as 1 rep. The goal is to not move those hips around. Options alternate for 30 per side, or knock out 30 on the right, 30 on the left. Crew, let's get ready. We got 30 thrusters. We pick it up here. We'll go at the 0 mark. It's coming up in 3, 2, 1. Sit it back. Exhale, grab up. Again, shoulder blades stay down back. Squeeze the core. Squeeze the glutes. Save your low back. 17, 19, here's 20, last 10. So use that exhale to explode up. And 30. Whew. Okay, plank to stands. We land the weights, hit that plank, drive up, that's 1. We got 29 more. Notice that shoulder roll back when I stand, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Eighteen, 19, here's 20, 10 more. Eight, 9, 30. Whew. 30 plank low rows next per side. We're going to do these on the knees. Remember, plank rows and back here. You want to lock up those hips for that plank row. Shoulders over wrists. And 30 per side. You can alternate as you go or knock it out. Here's a third of the way. Halfway. $20. $24. $25. $6. $7. $28. $29. Here we go. 30 and 30. Whew. So we do that again. This time down at 20 reps of all 3 movements. I am sweating nice and good. Sit back, drive up, control down. $19, $20. Whew. Now we get those planks, land the weights, hit that plank, and drive up 20 reps. $13, $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, one more, $20. Then we got 20 that plank low row per side. Drive up, try and control down without moving those hips. $19, $20. Whew. Now we get 10 thrusters, quickest round. Sit back, drive up. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plank to stands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got those 10 plank low rows per side rep this block up. 9, 10. Whew. And that is that second block. So for the third block, we want a kettlebell. You can always sub it with a dumbbell, and I'll explain the difference later. 4 movements, everything on the minute. We start with a clock lunge, where you lunge in as many different directions as you can. Just make sure if you do it on the right side, you then go into that left side. So again, forward, reverse, lateral, and any trans or diagonal plane you want to go into. Then we go ahead, grab on that kettlebell. I'm going to start with just the right swing, meaning when I catch that kettlebell and drive it up, just my right arm, I drive up and squeeze for that full minute. Now, I like to tap with my left hand out here, keep that core tight, shoulders back. When it goes down, thumb goes towards that groin, snap it, catch the hips, snap it. Again, that forearm is right up by that groin, not way down by the knee. At the end of the minute on the right, we do a minute on the left. If you're doing this with a dumbbell at home, you're gonna have both hands on it and do that two-handed swing for 2 minutes. Take that break when you need it. Then we go into a karaoke, where we go nice high knees and try to switch those legs back and forth for that minute. Again, we got 2 times through. Let's go and get ready with that clock lunge in 3, 2, 1. Clock lunge, going in all sorts of directions as we go. So again, if I do on the right side, I instantly switch that left side, getting the same trans angles in as I did previous. Looking good, team. Those heels staying on that ground. We got 30 down, 30 to go. We got about 15. So find that kettlebell or that dumbbell. Again, you're either holding a dumbbell and doing that two-handed swing for the full 2 minutes. Make sure again those forearms stay up by that groin. Or you grab onto that single kettlebell. We'll do just the right side for that minute. In 3, 2, 1. Hinge back, snap, squeeze. Again, you're pushing that butt straight back, squeezing at the top. Exhale, exhale. Again, why I tap at the top is keep my shoulder blades back in together, even out those sides. Regardless of what I do, one hand or two, that forearm is up by that groin. The weight is not going way down by the knees. Again, we can always set it down to switch sides, or if you've done kettlebells before, you always switch mid-swing. We got just 10 seconds. Let's switch in 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. Again, sink those hips back, snap it forward. And push those hips straight back. We got just about 30. Then we karaoke. Team, let's carry a ditch to this weight. We go to that karaoke. And 3, 2, 1, karaoke. So if you can, we're gonna cross that leg as we go. If crossing legs is too much, just give me those side to side steps. Try and get a high knee in there. If side to side is too much on a knee, anyways, go back and forth. $30 to go, and then we go back through this one more round. Okay, crew, let's get ready. Back to clock lunge in 3, 2, 1. Clock lunge, every angle. You can always add some weight in those arms if you want a little bit more spice. Roof down. Coming up, 30 down, 30 to go. Then we're gonna go back into those swings. Last 15. Let's get ready, grabbing that kettlebell or dumbbells. Minute each arm, our 2 minutes double in 2, 1, let's swing. Hips go back, snap forward. Just 30 left on this side. Straight back with those hips. Snap it up. Crew, let's get ready to switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. And snap at the top. Make sure you exhale as you drive it up. About 35 seconds to go. And squeezing that core, saving that low back. Last 15. Team, let's get ready for that break in 3, 2, and 1. Sorry, karaoke. We're karaokeing. Whew, I did not forget that. Again, step, step, knee, step, step, knee. That's all we're gonna play with. Just 30 seconds. Looking solid, team. Crew, we got just 3, 2, 1. Catching that breath, find that band if you got it. If you don't, same exercises, get yourself an imaginary band. So we start right side plank, clamshell. The band's gonna be above the knee as we drive it up. We lift up, taking it down, and repeat 30 seconds. We flip onto our back for a static crunch. Again, the bands are here, so we're just holding that core, legs going out and in. They never fully touch. You always want to push out through those legs. Again, if you don't have a band, you're just mirroring that movement. Then we got that left side plank, clamshell. Then we're back on our back for that toe reach up, control down, still keeping tension out at that band, crew. Let's go ahead, find it, get it on. Again, it's gonna go right above those knees for this full round. Everything's on the 30, 3 times through. We start with that right side plank clamshell in 3, 2, and 1. Drive up and open, right back down. Heels are staying together, shoulder over that elbow, using those obliques and squeezing that glute as my knees separate. We flip on the back for that static crunching out in 3, 2, 1. Still engaging that core, shoulders off the ground, legs go out, come back, but they don't quite touch. Full 30 seconds here. Fingertips can be by your earlobes, but you're not holding your head up. You're holding those shoulders up, and that's supporting that head. Low back stays flush on the ground. We go to that other side plank in 3, 2, 1. Side plank clamshell. Getting those hips up. Shoulder over that elbow. Separating those knees. Halfway. Crew. Let's get ready, back on our backs, toe reaches, tension out in 3, 2, 1. Knees can be bent or legs straight. Drive up, control down, squeezing at that top. Getting with or without those bands. You want to feel like you're separating legs, building up tension. We get 2 more rounds of this. We go back to that plate clamshell on the original side in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Drive up, squeeze, control down. Looking good, team. On our back, in out with those legs. 3, 2, 1. Shoulder blades off, and out with those legs. Building that tension, pushing through those heels. Lower you take legs, more core you get. Opposite side, side plank, clamshell. In 3, 2, 1. Opposite side. Drive up. Relax it down. Just 15. Let's get ready for that toe reach in 3, 2, 1. Drive up, control down, squeezing at the top. Looking good, just 15. Then we get to that final round. We go back to that original clamshell in 3, 2, 1. Drive up, relax it down. Looking solid, team. We're gonna flip on that back. Legs going in, out in 3, 2, 1. Squeezing that core, low back flat. Working those legs in and out. Looking solid, team. Just 15. get ready for that side plank, opposite side. 3, 2, 1. Side plank. With that clamshell. Less than a minute to go, crew. We'll keep that body moving. $15 till that toe reach. Last 30. Here we go back on that back. Toe reach in 3, 2, 1. Tension out, drive up. Control all the way down. Really using that core. Last 10. In 3, 2, and 1. Whew, crew, that is all we got for today. Thank you all.